Flow State Jedis. Okay, today I want to tell you something that's really gonna surpass your instant gratification.
Yeah. I'm inspired. I'm inspired.
Hey there guys, how's it going? My name is Sumit Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a Flow State coach, which means that I help you feel better and perform better. Right now eating some tom yum soup. I love Thai food, man. I love Thai food. Alright, let me ask you a question. Is your life right now sustainable? Are there certain behaviors and actions that you're taking that you can keep doing year after year, right? It seems like you're spinning circles and spinning plates because you are, okay? It's really important to ask yourself the question is, can I do this next year and the year after? If you're taking some form of action, are you doing some sort of a crash diet, okay? Or some kind of crash workout? I don't want to do a crash anything, okay? That's the thing. I can remove certain things from my life for a little bit, but I know I'll want it back, right? Like, for instance, if I'm like saying, oh, I'm gonna cut out a lot of junk food, for instance. Man, I know for a fact that that junk food is gonna make my way back into my life. Why? Because it's everywhere, man. I'm gonna get tempted at some party. I'm gonna get, and so I understand that. I'm not blind or, completely trying to, cut everything off, and too much restriction starts to have a hold on you. And your ego starts to actually manipulate you. If you notice this, it's like, no, but bro, it'll all be worth it in the end. Just suffer a little bit longer. That's what the ego sounds like, right? So, yes, intensity is important, but consistency is more important. That's why I keep showing up to these videos every day. Straight up, right? I didn't have to make a video today, but I did. And that's the thing. That's the energy behind the flow, right? There's flow state, and then there's energy behind flow state. What is causing it? That's spicy. I like it. The lighting here isn't that good, so I'm gonna move the camera. It seems to be a little bit better. Okay, so let's talk about this. Patience, perseverance. Okay? The ability to move forward and understand you're in this for the long term. You're in this for eudaimonia. You're in this for long-term happiness. Okay? So can you keep some of these habits going long-term? Like, realistically, think about it, right? Are you gonna be doing the same activities when you're like in your 70s? Probably not, right? What are some things that you can continue? For some people, they might be watching and listening and be like, I can meditate till I'm 70. Yeah, I can do that. Cool, good. Some people are thinking, oh, I can do some yoga. Yeah. But you think about it realistically, but then there's actually the action steps that you don't see in between the process, right? So it helps to get someone as a mentor to help you through this process. Really, it does. Because when you put down some money, it gives you leverage. It's accountability, right? Like, for instance, I just sent a payment for Beast Camp this month of April. It's called Freedom Camp. So I did that because I knew once I put down that money, my mindset is gonna change, right? Because the thing about it is there's a very big difference between free community and paid communities. You guys are gonna notice that, right? Paid communities have that much more of that accountability factor. That sum of money represents your commitment. If you wasted that time, you wasted that product. You wasted that process. And I'm sure a lot of times, you've not been soaking in the goodies, right? You've just been so distracted and destabilized that you're kind of watching these videos on some other tab while you're doing something else. Straight up, that's what you're doing. I know it, because I've done it as well, right? But you have to get to a point where you're taking this shit seriously. Not so serious that you get trapped in that dogma and the prejudice and like, get over restricted. But serious enough that you know that you're devoted to a craft. You're devoted to your cause. You're devoted to your mission. Right? And you're there to show up no matter what. That's the level of commitment, right, that I'm showing you guys. That's the level of commitment I wish for you to embody. Because you show up with a different kind of energy, man. Who else likes tom yum up in here, man? I love Thai food. But yeah, man. This mindset is powerful, right? It's like when Picasso was asked, you know that story. Some of you do, some of you don't. He drew a quick sketch for this woman on this napkin, and he said it was like a huge sum of money, right? The woman said, "You just took 5 minutes to do that." He said, "No, I took my lifetime." Right? It's my entire lifetime that took for me to get that skill set. So I can't just give this to you for like $2 or whatever, right? It's like, it's worth way more. And that value, you got to carry that value like, hey, there is energy of a lifetime in here. There is documentation in my subconscious mind of my lifetime. I'm not just here in a blip. Right? Some people live like that. They're like, I'm here in a blip and I'm gone in a blip. No, man. It is about legacy, but also don't overwhelm yourself thinking it's all about legacy. All right? That's the thing, though. It's this trapeze artist walk between two dualities. That's what you're doing as a flow state Jedi. You're not overcommitting, you're not undercommitting. You're just there. It's just right. It's Goldilocks port style. It's just right. And when you can stay there and when you can maintain that sustainably through accountability, through tribe, through showing up daily, through doing the practices, through shaping the internal world, not like a crash diet or some kind of crash program that you're going to do for 3 months and then forget about it. I don't want you to do my program and then forget about it. What we're doing is we're clearing up all the gunk that doesn't belong to leave you with who you truly are. That's my program, right? I don't want to give you like extra weird tools and tips and things like that. They're just going to add more noise and a bunch of other layers on top of your brain. Like, then there's no point. It's like you study Wim Hof for 3 years, you forget about it, you do some breathwork dance thing. And you do the breathwork dance thing, you forget about it, you do something else. And you just you're in this matrix. I'm just getting rid of this fly, that's why I'm swatting like this. You're in this matrix to try to collect all of these different programs, kind of like Pokemon, rather than just committing to one. Like, straight up, man. Just commit to one. Just go for it. Lean into that world. You can merge communities later. Leave it up to source, But for right now, what is true to you, misalignment and people, cutting people off, all this kind of stuff, it happens naturally as you raise your vibration. You don't have to go out of your way to try to work on these relationships and try to make sure that you maintain them. They're going to fall away by itself if you're just on your process, right? Because their vibes, if they don't match with your vibes, there's a disconnect. Okay? If there are moments where they've retrained themselves and then their vibes are slowly starting to catch up, that's a different story. All right? But a lot of you are playing catch up. Like, I feel like I'm playing catch up. But I'm really not. Because I've been on my own process in a different way. You see? I've been channeling, I've been going into the woods, I've been journaling, I've been thinking of different ideas. It's almost like creating a whole new a movement, a whole different culture and how we interact with the ethereal world and the real world, right? And finding a way to be that, like, find that super glue between them. It's not easy, right? It's challenging every single day. I feel like, at every time after I do a channeling, I gotta integrate. That's cool, right? I like doing that. And I genuinely want to help you guys out, right? Like, genuinely. A lot of YouTubers out here. I'm sure I'm gonna get sponsorships, right? Reaching out to me as I keep doing YouTube. I understand that. I'm not gonna say yes to all of them, right? Sometimes we get into that yes man mentality, right? People pleaser mode. We do. For instance, if I'm like trying some nootropic product or something like that, I've got to like actually see benefits from it for me to like shout it out in a video, right? It just makes sense, but a lot of people, they overlook this kind of stuff, right? They're just like, well, just do it. Oh, it's a good opportunity, right? For what? Oh, I get to be in a dog commercial. Oh, great. Why? Who cares, right? That's what people are thinking, honestly. Yes, you're happy you got that dog commercial, but the thing about it is, do you really like dogs? Is that about your journey? Is that about your process at all? Or you just happenly, like by sheer luck, you just kind of stumbled upon it? If you stumble upon it, it can be a gift. The greatest inventions in the world were stumbled upon. They were accidents. So you need this accidental manifestation quality wherever you go. You trip, oops, so I succeeded. Oops, I tripped over and succeeded again. Yes, you want that mentality. You want that Midas touch, right? The mind is captivity. Let me teach you something very, very deep and wise, okay? Today. I'm just going to share this with you. Whatever. Who cares what people say? You think it's about accumulating more knowledge, right? This is a dream. This entire world is a dream. Okay? That's why it's called awakening. Because you're waking up from the dream. You're waking up from the illusion. So what is the dream weaver? Your mind. When you go beyond the mind, that's transcendence. Awakening. Basically, awakening is non-duality, and duality is the mind. Because all is mind. Do you understand this? That's really deep what I just said there. I just told you that no mind, or mushin, or flow state, is closer to the non-dual Advaita reality. Sometimes when you're eating Thai food, you get like these little galangas and lemongrass stuck in your teeth and stuff. But it's fun. Consistency over intensity. You can be intense all the time, man. That's okay. Or you're gonna need that rest. I related the chakra system to Hermeticism in each of the 7 Hermetic principles. So if you are interested in that, I have a post on my Instagram on that. I might make a video on that. I might make more content regarding that kind of stuff. I know a lot of people want to know more about chakras, what they are, things like this. If you're interested in that kind of content, please comment it down below so that I know like which pieces of content are really speaking to you or, you know, opening your mind and getting you to take action in different ways. Just the content accordingly, right? What you guys want to see more of, or what topics and videos that you want to see more of. In that sense, it'll help me out too. Making videos like this shouldn't have to be about thinking more. It should be about thinking less, right? Accidental manifestation, right? This is the quality of it. You just got to go into it and lean into it. That's it. Upward spiral, gang. Let's get it. May we never be the same again. Flow namaste. May the flow be with you. Namaste. Legendary. Let's get it today. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell if you want to see when my next video is popping. Let's go. Boom.